Welcome back. Go ahead and give me a check mark if you guys can hear me. If you guys can see me okay. All right, excellent. So let's go ahead and get into our positions on the floor. So for me, a comfortable position for me is, to sit in a straddle position. Easier to do this with my shoes off, so I recommend that for you as well. And so when it comes to stretching, I'm sure you've heard me say one of my favorite phrases about stretching is you can't fight for peace. You've just got to relax. And relaxing, being able to relax is the key. Now, when you begin stretching, okay, you don't ever take your stretch to the point where it's painful. You take your stretch to a point of what we call mild discomfort, okay? And, whatever you feel is mild discomfort, that's what you go with. Some people, take a little bit more than others. It really doesn't matter to what point that you take it to, because when you stretch, you want to make sure that you have a good amount of time so that you're not feeling rushed. Okay, it's all about relaxing. So if you're rushed, it's not going to help you, okay, increase your flexibility, because you want to be able to completely and totally relax. Now, when I was younger, in my 20s, I used to think stretching, whatever, who wants to waste time doing that? But, as I've got older, I mean, for me right now, I'm 42 years old, and I still like to do a lot of really high activity stuff. Like to do gymnastics. Can still do gymnastics. It just hurts a lot more afterwards. So stretching, becomes more beneficial for me because it helps work out the kinks, and it helps relax the tension. Now, if you take a look at our society is very stressed. They feed off of stress. Everything is stressful. Stress, stress, stress. If you're not number one, you're nothing. There's no second place. There's winners who are number one, and then everybody else, they're losers. That's the way society will look at it. And they got to tell you there's more. You got to have more intensity. You got to have a harder work ethic. And for many of you guys right now, you're in positions where you're working, just kind of like what Rose was mentioning, and Aurora. You guys come home from work, you go to class. It's stressful. It's difficult. So as you get a little bit older and you take on more and more responsibilities of life, we accumulate all that stress. We learn to adapt to it and bear it, but at the same time, we kind of forget how to relax. That's happened to me. Totally forgotten how to relax. And stretching is a phenomenal way to relax. I love stretching. Stretching is a really great way to just kind of take it down and just relax. There's something else I was going to say that was important. So you take it to mild discomfort. We're going to, it'll probably come to me. So let's go ahead and we'll get into our first stretch here. And right now we're going to be stretching our adductor muscles right in here. Okay, adductor longus, adductor magnus, adductor brevis, and our gracilis. Okay, and a little bit of our hamstrings as well are going to get this. All right, but you want to concentrate when you stretch on the relaxation component. Every time you feel, recognize that every time you feel you want to come out of that stretch because there's too much tension or it's too uncomfortable, you're not focusing on your relaxation. And here's how we do the relaxation, for at least for me when I train for stretching and relaxation. Every time you breathe, okay, you breathe down into your lower abdomen right here, okay? And as that air fills in that lower space, that abdominal area, you're using that diaphragm, the tension in your muscles right here, that tension, that stress, that strain all goes into your abdominal area here, and you exhale it all out of your body. It all goes out. So each time you breathe, you want to feel like you're relaxing deeper and deeper into a stretch. Focusing on that relaxation breathing is a key, not just in stretching, but in normal daily life. If you think about it, each time you breathe, you're given life. Okay? Each time you breathe, you're given another moment of life. So we're going to go ahead and lean it forward a little bit. Get into a comfortable position where you can lean it forward. We want to go to a point where it's mild discomfort. Okay? Mild discomfort. And we're going to hold this stretch for just a little bit longer than 30 seconds. Mild discomfort when you feel that tension in your adductor muscles, but as you breathe, that tension goes into your stomach and it just relaxes as you breathe it out. Your body goes into a further and deeper state of relaxation. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. That tension goes into your diaphragm and you breathe it out. And each time you breathe out, you feel like you can relax just a little bit more. Now, you don't want to fight this process. You cannot fight for peace when it comes to flexibility. You just have to relax. You got all the time in the world, and each time you feel tension, you're focused on breathing it to your abdominal area and exhaling it out. Each time you do that, you feel more and more relaxed. And you don't really care how deep you go into the stretch. You're just getting more and more relaxed, feeling more and more comfortable. You're feeling muscles relax that you didn't even realize were tense. Feels really good. I'm going to come back out of this stretch to the middle again.